It's time for the Doug Garrison Show. The Marquette Arts and Cultural Department is here with some interesting winter workshops. This week, we get an update on the status of the upcoming Noquemanon Ski Marathon. The Upper Peninsula Economic Development Alliance has a membership meeting coming up, and we hear about that. And Lumber Jakki performs.
Hey, that's us!
Stick around. The Doug Garrison Show starts now.
Tell the host 2 minutes. Stand by live to tape. Lighting to show level, please. Confirm front of house sound PFL. Roll tape on masters to all the places. Alright, let's clear the set. Cue John music, open stage mics. Standby effects, standby CG. Standby to open on 3, 2. Alright folks, let's have a good show. Stand by, roll it in.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. We've got another good crowd here at Up Front and Company. Remember, we're here on Tuesday nights. Come on down and join us. We have a good time. We've got a birthday party going over here, I think, right? Okay. Surprise party. Very nice. And we've got some people that are just getting out to try to tackle those winter doldrums. So for tonight's show, let me tell you, I've got good news and bad news. So which do you want to hear first? The good news or the bad news? Bad news. Bad news? You want to hear the bad news first? Okay. The bad news is that I have once again scheduled too much material for a 30-minute show. I've got too much to cover. There's too much information. I'm trying to jam it all in there like I usually do. The good news is that because of that, I'm not going to stand up here and talk to you all night long. So you're not going to have to listen to me go on and expound about all my various ideas about what's good, bad, and indifferent. So there is good and bad news. The things that I have jammed into this show, we're going to find out about some other ways to help tackle those winter doldrums, some things that are available to you here in the community of Marquette. We're going to hear about an update on the upcoming Noquemanon Ski Marathon. That's later this month. We're going to find out exactly where they're at in the stages of planning for that event. And we're going to hear about an upcoming conference, a membership meeting of the Upper Peninsula Economic Development Alliance, and talk a little bit about the prospects for a good economic future for people here in the UP. We've also got a neat band called Lumber Jakki, so hopefully you'll stick around and check that out. Okay, we're going to get started here. Stick around. We'll be right back. All right.
I was diagnosed with degenerative disc disease around age 20. I was in so much pain. I had no quality of life, had a hard time cleaning up the house, just doing daily activities like that.
The most exciting thing for me is to be able to improve the patient's quality of life. Then you've really succeeded.
Since my surgery, I feel wonderful. It has changed my life. It's given me my life back.
Comprehensive orthopedic care, every minute of every day. Orthopedic Surgical Associates of Marquette.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Bell Hospital. This year, the Blizzard Ball goes international. It's Saturday, January 21st, and your attendance will benefit the Bell Foundation. And by Iron Bay Computer and Design. Iron Bay gives you the quality and service you demand. Okay. Good food here at Up Front and Company as usual. Okay, we're in the second week of January here, and as we know, we get into this time period where we start to look at the winter and say, even though it started late, we're looking at those long winter days ahead of us in January, February, thinking, what are we going to do? Well, Leah Dzinski is here with us from the Arts and Culture Center Marquette, and you've got some ideas for things to do.
Yeah, we have several offerings, really exciting stuff going on at the Arts and Culture Center. Yeah. We are located in the lower level of the Peter White Public Library.
I've been down there. It's very friendly. You go down there, you just front door, go down the stairs.
Yep.
Your office is down there, open 9 to 9, you said.
Most days, yes.
Yeah. And there's a coffee shop down there, and there's usually a gallery with some displays down there.
Yep, we have a full gift shop with about 100 regional artists, and we also have a gallery that changes monthly. So in addition, right now we're promoting our winter workshop series, and we have about 40 class offerings.
Excellent.
And various classes. They range from visual arts, performing arts, even movement and wellness, in addition to language and cultural arts.
Yeah, I was looking through the list. One thing that interested me was the learning Japanese, the beginner and intermediate Japanese. Is this a class that you can actually start to learn conversational Japanese?
Yes.
Yeah, because I think
Yes.
that's a really interesting, because obviously there's so much business now. We're an international, we're global. To learn a language, and a lot of people know Spanish and the typical ones, but Japanese, Chinese, very difficult languages to learn, I believe.
Right, and
but
we
certainly very
actually-
valuable.
Yes, we have a native-born Japanese man who teaches the classes. He grew up in Tokyo, and now he lives in Marquette. So he teaches a beginning, an intermediate, and an advanced class.
Wow.
Yes.
That would be neat. I was looking through the list here. I see some other things. You've got them broken into categories: movement and wellness. Obviously, things to get people staying healthy physically. There's belly dancing.
Very popular. Very, very popular.
That is it. The stigma of belly dancing is gone. It's fun. It's good for you, I guess.
It's great exercise.
I think we're going to have some belly dancers on this show sometime.
Yeah. I'll send the class in.
I think we'll. You noted some other ones here. Fly tying, very popular.
That's actually a brand new class for us. We're really excited for that to go. It's a very small class. Space is limited, but the students will leave that 6-week session with all of the materials that they'll need to continue making ties. They'll learn the actual technique from a master fisherman and a master fly tyer. So that's a really cool class. Another new class is our Spanish language for children. And we haven't been able to offer a language class for kids for a very long time. So I'm really excited about that, and giving kids kindergarten through 5th grade the opportunity to learn a new language.
And isn't that the best time to try to learn a language?
Yes.
The younger you are, they pick that stuff up so much quicker than us adults.
Right, and the parents are more than welcome to join in that class.
Excellent.
As well.
Typically, how long are these sessions? These classes?
Most classes run for 6 weeks.
Perfect. We get the springtime, and we've got the class under our belt. And,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity to learn something new, get involved in the cultural and arts community within Marquette, and probably
which is
make
huge,
some
by
new
the
friends.
way. Yeah. You got so much going on. I think you could do your own show here. Not that
Yeah.
you should, but you got enough material. How about cost? Is there cost to these programs?
There is nominal cost. Usually we're just pretty much charging for material cost.
Okay.
Some instructional fee as well, but
Okay.
very, very low cost considering the duration of the classes.
Excellent. Now, speaking of arts and culture, you've got some arts awards coming up. Tell us about that.
The Arts and Culture Center was charged by the City Commission in 1993 to enrich the community, to further development within the arts and culture community. And one way that we do that is through the annual Arts Awards. And we have 10 categories. They're open to anyone that's involved in any way within our community that could potentially be related. An example would be visual artist, communicating artist,
Performing
language
artists, all sorts of
right.
things. Information about this and about these workshops can be found at the city website.
Yes, and nominations for the annual Arts Awards are accepted until February 1st.
Okay, right. So visit the website. It's mqtcty.org, or stop down and see Leah down in the
Yeah.
basement of the Peter White Public Library. Get involved. Don't complain about having nothing to do this winter, because there's plenty to do.
Lots.
Okay, great. Leah,
We're
thanks
very
for joining
excited.
us. All right, good
Thank
luck
you.
with all this.
Great.
All right, Leah Dzinski from the Arts and Culture Center. Stick around. When we come back, we're getting an update on the Noquemanon, find out where that's at. All right. Thank you very much. Good job. Are you ready to make some music? Well, Jim's Music and Teaching Center is where it all starts. A great selection of instruments and the area's best music teachers make Jim's Music your one-stop music shop. Jim's Music has name brand instruments, new and used, plus they rent and repair, and they have everything you need for school, band, and orchestra. Jim's Music, locally owned and operated for more than 25 years and now in 4 locations. Jim's Music and Teaching Center, where music makes you smarter.
When I think of banking in my life, I think of the Peninsula Bank. It's been something that's solid, it's something that you can count on. Some of my first memories are going to the bank with my mother or father. Later on in life, I did the different things that people do. Got my first car, got a loan here, got a mortgage. It was just something that was assumed that you could rely on the Peninsula Bank for those life-changing, important events throughout a person's life.
All right. Thank you very much. I mentioned that we had a big event coming up later in the month. It, of course, is the Noquemanon Ski Marathon. And with us is Nikki DeWald, who's a race administrator. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Doug.
How many years has this been going on now?
This is actually the 14th year.
14. This is the 14th year?
Yes, it is.
Well, let me tell you, for the 14th straight year, I will not be skiing in the Noquemanon again. And you know what? You're not going to miss me because I would just hold up the whole process. But I think it's a great event, and I'm glad you were able to come on and update us on as to where we are with this thing. It's January 27th, that weekend. Is that the right date?
Correct.
Saturday?
The 27th is our expo, and then Saturday, the 28th, is the big races, and then we have Sunday races.
Sounds good. All right. It's that weekend. And where are we at as far as lining up volunteers? That's always an issue with these events.
Well, we're still looking for volunteers.
And always use more people.
Yep. It's a lot of fun to volunteer. That's why this race is so successful, is because the people in this community stand behind it.
Sure.
We offer a volunteer pint glass as a thank you to all of our volunteers.
Nice. Always nice to get a little swag.
Yeah, and we're looking for people at our Junior Noquemanon, which is on Friday night. We're looking for people at our expo, and then race day we need people on Saturday and on Sunday at the starts and at the finish. The finish is a great place to be, and the start, if you're an early morning person, it's a fun place to hang out and drink your coffee and help out.
So a lot of different options. If they're available Friday, there's something. If they're available Saturday, there's something. There's indoor, there's outdoor.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about sponsorship? You still looking for sponsors? And
we're always looking for sponsorships.
Not too late to get in.
It's not too late to get in, and there's different ways we can be creative about it too. So if anybody's interested, we have anything. We have lower level sponsorships. There's in-kind opportunities and higher level sponsorships too.
What about now participants? One of my main concerns was, last year we lost that downtown bike race, and it just came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, the participation was down, and that didn't happen. That just broke my heart. How are we doing with the Noki?
Well, what's really great this year is we did introduce a cap to the race. So we basically, because of the bib numbers we ordered, we put how many people are going to be in each race, and that has increased our numbers. Right now, we're pretty much 2 people off from 1,000 people on this date, which is about a little over 100 people than we've had ever.
Excellent. Can people still sign up though? And
yes, and there's still plenty of room for everyone. We did cap it at 1,400, and we're about at 1,000, so we're looking for about 400 more racers.
Yeah. Okay. And to find out more, people can go to the website. That's just Noquemanon.com.
Yep, Noquemanon.com. There's places about sponsorships there and volunteer opportunities, and also you can sign up there right online. Everybody in the community, if you're just a occasional skier, we have a 12K. Yeah. That is $30 to get into, and it's a lot of fun. And,
nice.
It would take you maybe an hour to ski it, and you'd be a part of the race, and you could upgrade next year.
Sure. Now, what about conditions? We haven't had a lot of snow. Where are we at with conditions?
Well, you'd be surprised how much snow is up in the
out
higher...
in the woods?
Yeah, and we haven't touched the upper Noquemanon, so... it's when it's ready, when we need to, we're going to start to groom that, but we haven't touched it. The Noquemanon Trail from 510 down has been groomed on a regular basis and is looking really nice. The only place that we really would worry is from Tourist Park to the Dome.
And you can bring snow in for that, can't you?
We have brought snow in the past for that area.
And I think the forecast tells we're going to get some snow yet this week, I think.
Yeah.
All our snow lovers, of course, love that forecast.
And with this snow melt today, it's okay. It's a good base.
Yeah.
And then to have some snow on top of that is actually perfect.
Good. Are you going to ski?
I will be competing in the Sunday event. We
Excellent.
have a snow bike race and a ski jour race, and I have a dog that will be pulling me on my skis. Ski joring.
So people can bring their dogs to these events too, certain ones.
Yeah, to the certain ones. There is a sport out there called ski joring, and bring your canine companion. The Trail Network is friendly to dogs.
Okay. All right. Well, for more information, if you want to volunteer, if you want to be a sponsor, you want to participate, go to the website, Noquemanon.com. Nikki, thanks for joining us. Good luck this year. Let's have good snow and a good race. It's all downhill, right?
It's all downhill.
Okay, great. Nikki DeWald from the Noquemanon. All right. Have a good race this year. Thanks for coming on. Stick around. When we come back, we're going to find out what I don't know about economics in the UP. All right.
Winter's finally here, but it's not too late to take advantage of our $5 off all Twin and Clean special through the month of February.
Really? Again? Anyway, we still have a great lineup of Lennox furnaces. Rubber soup.
That's right. Lennox. Innovative, quiet, and up to 98% efficient. Truce.
Truce.
At least until postseason.
I hate the way I feel.
Where do I even begin? I'm ready.
Anytime Fitness, 24/7 access.
Okay, I mentioned we're going to find out how much I don't know about economics in the UP, and that's okay because we have people like Bill Hetrick here who do know about things like that. Bill, thanks for joining us.
You bet.
And you're here representing the Upper Peninsula Economic Development Alliance.
Yes.
You are a chairperson within that organization. And tell me a little bit, just what is that organization?
The organization started in 1999 with a grant from the state of Michigan. It consists mostly of municipalities across the Upper Peninsula. All 15 counties are represented in the organization. We have 2 counties, Florence County and Marinette County in Wisconsin. And then we have 2 members who are from the province of Ontario.
Nice, okay. You indicated that this is municipalities. I was under the impression it was private business, but it's actually a governmental agencies. Our local economic development director somehow represented?
Just about every county has an economic development engine of one sort or another.
Yeah.
And there is a 6-county consortium that is a state of Michigan funded organization that is signed to contract with us, and they coordinate all 4 of our meetings, the 36 members.
You have 4 meetings a year, you said?
Yes, we do, and we rotate across the Upper Peninsula.
Okay, and you got a meeting coming up here in Marquette? We
We have a meeting coming up on January 26th. It is at the University Center. Registration is at 8:30. $25 if you are a member of the organization, $40 if you are not a member of the organization. We do have Doug Smith, who is the vice chair of the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, will be the keynote speaker in the morning. We have 3 different people addressing through the day. We adjourn at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Now, you indicated that this is local municipalities. How do these people get together? How do you actually affect economic development in the UP? What do you do?
Well, we pick a theme with each and every one, and we try to stick with the theme. We last year had one in manufacturing. We had a panel of some of the top manufacturers in the Upper Peninsula. We have another one on transportation. And when we were in Newbury doing that particular one, it was on shipping and rail and air transportation.
Let me ask you this then. You're on the front page of all this. How are economic conditions in the UP? What do you see as an independent business person and someone related to this issue? Where do you see where we're at and where we're going?
The Upper Peninsula is notorious for not having the ups and downs the rest of the state of Michigan has.
Yeah.
We focus a lot on mining. We focus a lot on tourism and forestry.
Yeah. And how are those industries doing?
Those industries are doing well. The forest industry had a slump for a couple of years, but now there are initiatives legislatively that are helping the forest industry a great deal.
Yeah. And mining, we've got a new mine online here in the county, and apparently they're looking for a lot of stuff throughout the UP. And I've always thought, hey, we're kind of a mining area. Let's promote this as long as we do it right.
Right. And Governor Snyder is he is committed to making mining both safe and economically feasible.
Yeah, let's take advantage of the resources that we have here, similar to logging.
Absolutely.
Yeah. From a personal standpoint, you're involved in Founders Landing.
Yes, I am.
How's that project going?
That
I
project,
keep seeing it growing and growing.
We have sold every one of the condos we built, and
Excellent.
we have half of the condos in the building that we're going to be building in 2012.
Yeah, and the Larson brothers got a hotel going up right down there. That's kind of a beehive of activity. I like it.
Yes, it is. We have a lot of construction people that are very happy, and The construction is top notch.
Yeah, well, one of the ideas was to bring people downtown, either, people who live downtown and then therefore, visit downtown, shop downtown, have their businesses downtown, now another hotel downtown. And I think that we start building that core, and it's just good for everybody. It builds out from there.
Through the decade of the 80s and the 90s, well into the turn of the century, the downtown development has been encouraging residents to come downtown, live downtown, and it's happening in a big way now.
They've done a great job.
Thank you.
And now, people can still register for the meeting.
They can still register for the January 26th meeting at the University Center at Northern Michigan University.
And they can visit your website and do that.
They can visit the website, yes.
Okay, great. Bill Hettrick from the Upper Peninsula Economic Development Alliance. Good luck with your meeting.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with all you do with economics in the UP. We're rooting for the best.
All right.
Thanks
for having me.
All right.
Enjoy your
Bill
show
Hettrick,
all the time.
Thank you. Stick around. We're going to be right back with some interesting music. Don't go anywhere. All righty.
Guess what? You can get any new or used car finance in the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union for 3.9% APR. New or used. Got your eye on this new Escalade? 3.9%. How about this 75 Gremlin? 3.9%. Looking at this stylish Dodge Dart? 3.9%. How about a new Chevy Cruze? 3.9%. RV, boat, tractor? 3.9%. What about this DeLorean time machine? 3.9%. 3.9% auto loans, new and used at the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union. Stop in and apply today.
Restaurants. The trendier they are, the more they charge. At Big Boy, we don't chase the latest trend because we believe value never goes out of style. Whether you order from our menu or enjoy one of our hearty buffets, you'll discover that good food doesn't have to be overpriced. Imagine being able to afford to take your whole family out to dinner. It's not a trend, it's what we do at Big Boy.
In February of 2007, I gave birth to a son. I had a healthy pregnancy. I had a normal C-section. And during that time is when I started to hemorrhage. Without blood from the UP Regional Blood Center, I would have bled to death. I donate every 8 weeks, and it's so simple, and I'm giving back. To this day, the doctors aren't really sure what happened, but I'm sure of one thing. The UP Regional Blood Center saved my life.
We'll sweeten that a little bit. All right, tonight's music segment is brought to you by Jim's Music and Teaching Center, where music makes you smarter. Okay, we've got a neat group for you tonight. This is 2/3 of the group called Lumber Jakki. It's probably the best 2/3, but with me here are Randy Sepula and Les Ross Sr. Randy, tell us a little bit about this group.
We do music that you would have heard in the lumber camps around the turn of the century to about 1930 or so.
Well, most of us weren't there, so good for you. You're playing it for us.
Yeah. And Les remembers a lot of the tunes we play from. He learned them actually from the Lumberjacks at the New Moon Tavern down in Eben when he was growing up.
Is that right?
That's where he learned a lot of his harmonica playing.
Les, this isn't your first trip to town, huh? You've
Absolutely not.
Played this before?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you guys are going to be playing as a part of the Beaumere series at the, what's it called?
The Dance Zone.
The Dance Zone on Lincoln.
Yes, sir, we are.
And that's January 14th?
January 14th.
Saturday.
Along with All Strings Considered.
Right.
Okay. So we're going to hear some music here that you might have heard back in the lumber camps back at the turn of the century. Here we go, folks. Lumber Jakki.
Thank you. First song is Emma. Emma wasn't a very good woman, but she, her boyfriend gave her a set of earrings. She sold them, and took off. I got no use for Emma.
used to have those real bad, painful used car blues. Until Riverside cured it all with news.
A used car isn't new, just barely used. It's super inspected and comes with a warranty up to 100,000 miles. Riverside and Northern Motors has over 600 used vehicles, many used with low miles, priced around half of what a new car would cost.
So if you're looking for a sweet news ride, it's Northern Motors or Riverside.
If you're hearing this ad, we just got a whole bunch of fresh used cars.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Checker Transport, now booking weddings and special events for 2012. Visit checkertransport.com. And by VIO, the leader in wearable video technology.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could try something before you buy it? At Appliance and Furniture Rental, you can. Pick anything in the store and take it home for $10. No additional charges, just $10. Take home a new TV, a new washer and dryer. Take home a new entertainment center. Take home a new computer. Take home the new HD TV. There's never a credit problem, and just $10 takes it away. If you don't love it, bring it back or keep it. The choice is always yours at Appliance and Furniture Rental.
I want to thank our guests, Leah Dzinski from the Arts and Culture Center. Remember, she's got some good ideas for you to while away the winter hours. We also had Nikki DeWald here from the Noquemanon. You can still sign up to volunteer, participate, sponsor, go to their website, noquemanon.com. And Bill Hetrick was here from the UP Economic Development Alliance, talking about all things economic here in the UP. Okay, remember, these guys are going to be performing this Saturday at the Dance Zone on Lincoln as part of the Beaumere Coffee House series. Once again, let's go back to the turn of the century with Lumber Jakki.